Hello, Virgo. I am Jess from the Nimbi, bringing you a timeless tarot message. This message is intended to find you when you need to hear something within it most. Let's see. I'm just going to start with an overall energy. I was super glad that you guys came up today because Virgo's been on my mind, in all honesty. Yeah, there's something you guys need to hear. Universe, angels, spirits, guides, ancestors, please give me the message that this Virgo or this viewer needs to hear most at this time on their journey. Virgo, any placement, cross watchers, always welcome. I intend that if you need to hear this message, it will find you regardless of your placement. General reading, take only what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. Overall energy for this Virgo reading, please, and thank you. Overall energy for Virgo. Wide open. Some of my best friends are Virgos. I think that's why I feel so called to somebody. One of them needs to hear something. Wide open, number 6 or 42, which breaks down to a 6. I'm really like getting this sense of equilibrium, but it's like be open to change, to receiving some kind of balance in your life. There's a need to kind of take a leap here, I think, to walk into the unknown, to release something. I'm getting release pretty heavily. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. That's what I'm gonna say. All right. What do we have for Virgo? Release. Release really is coming through strongly. Okay, Virgo, what do we got? Yeah, message for Virgo. Holy smokes, oh my god. Yeah, I knew you guys wanted to talk. I'm stopping there. Okay, the Knight of Wands. 4 of Wands. 9 of Pentacles. Holy smokes, you got a lot of 4s, guys. See, I knew you wanted to talk. There's something that needs to happen, needs to be said here. All right, so we got all that mass of cards. Let's see what's on the bottom. The King of Swords. This is clarity. This is discernment coming through. Also, discernment and respect are really coming through very strongly with this King of Swords right now. That King of Swords deserves respect, and yeah, he's very discerning on his course of action in things. That's interesting. This guy is also up on a mountaintop. He's very open, right? He's being vulnerable. There's the imagery here is killing me. They're both up on mountaintops, up in the like cloudy space. There's something to that. There's also these like, I don't know if that's a butterfly or a bat, but it looks a lot like that. That bat right there. Yeah, these are very similar, you guys. There's something too, like flying, being open, receptive, release, discernment, respect. Okay, those are all words coming through right now. I do receive channeled messages, so you will just get them as they come. Take only the ones that fit for you. All right, Knight of Wands. This is passion. This is like, I'm hearing spark your inner fire. That's really nice. Spark your inner fire, even if it seems kind of dark, is the message that's coming through. It's something to celebrate. There is no need to isolate. I've got this 4 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles. It's really, there's a need to step out of your comfort zone and not isolate, not be stuck in this tangible world that you've kind of boxed yourself in, is the message. Okay, interesting. Then we've got, okay, so this is fascinating. Okay, we've got 2 4s here, and then we've got the 8 of Wands. And these 2 4s are very stuck, stuck 4s, right? The 4 of Cups talks about apathy, and the 4 of Pentacles is like holding on to something, right? Holding on to something that you've put a lot of work into. And then we have this 8 of Wands over here. 8 of Wands, which talks about action, talks about doing things, talks about communicating. There's transforming this energy into this energy, I think, is what's really the message coming through here. Really needing to open up, surrender, release. Release is coming through really big. Okay, and then we have this Eight of Cups, Page of Wands in the reverse. There is a sense that you're turning your back to something that you love. I'm feeling fear coming through pretty strongly with this. You're turning your back to it. Like you really need to walk towards something that you love, something that you find passion in, but you're not. You're kind of, it's a very stuck energy that I'm feeling, guys. Okay, it's a very stuck energy. I feel there's this sense of being stuck in the tangible. Interesting. Let's see what comes out with all this. I'm going to start with that King of Swords. Bats. I talked about the bat over here. Bats talk about rebirth, right? They also can be a shift in perspective. I mean, bats hang out upside down. They also don't use their eyesight. So there's this sense of like trusting inner knowing, trusting another compass is what I just heard. So yeah, maybe I literally just heard trust the magical compass. So I feel like that's an internal compass that maybe you have. But it's like there's, you know, the normal compass that can be tuned to like the declination, correct for where you're at and all of that. And it's like, you need to just throw that one out the window is what I'm getting. Because it's not leading you down the right path. Okay, that's interesting that all that's coming through. All right, let's see what comes out here. Tell me about this King of Wands for Virgo, please. And thank you. Holy smokes, the Four of Wands in reverse and the Tower. All right. Four of Wands in reverse and the Tower. This is a feeling that something isn't stable. This is like, sorry about the phone. Let me just go shut it off really quick. Okay. This is a feeling of instability, right? I'm also kind of getting stuck. It's like something is needing to be shaken up because it's not built on solid foundation. There's a sense that something needs to be rebuilt from the ground up. It needs to be rebuilt in a very methodical, strategic way. And I think that there is something to do with respect. There's self-respect. Okay. There needs to be a sense of self-respect. I feel like some of you are maybe giving more than you should. You're not really, I know you Virgos love to give. It like totally helps you feed your soul. I get that. But, you know, also you need to take care of yourself because you're not going to have quality things to give if you're not taking care of yourself. And so there's a level of having some self-respect, creating some solid boundaries for yourself so that you can have a solid foundation. That's an interesting message. Interesting. Okay, tell me about this Knight of Wands. Thank you. The Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. It's okay. So that Nine of Pentacles, this Nine of Pentacles in reverse was kind of speaking to me about being a little trapped in something. I love that these two came out together because that is the 10 of Pentacles. This Nine of Pentacles, she takes care of herself, right? She doesn't overgive. She's not a doormat. She doesn't get used. You know, she often is presented with these amazing opportunities that come in for her so that she can be this abundant, independent person, right? Who is very, I'm hearing healthy. She's very healthy. She's balanced. That's actually the word that, you know, it's funny. You get these feelings and then you pick the first word that comes. She's balanced. So I love that this is coming through like this because this is actually the 10 of Pentacles. The Knight of Wands going after something new because they're balanced on the inside, because they're following some kind of inner spark, inner passion to go after something that is very abundant for them. You know, also there's a sense of giving. There's a sense of giving that Ace of Pentacles to others because you have so much to give. right? But that's because you're balanced, is really what I'm getting. So it's like you can give freely and be wide open to giving and receiving when you're in balance. Um, yeah, interesting. Tell me about this Four of Wands, please. Four of Wands for Virgo, the Nine of Swords, whoa, and the Prince of Wands. So we have the Knight of Wands and the Prince of Wands are the same thing, right? So now we have that twice. And it's coupled here with the Nine of Swords. Nightmares, anxiety, sleep disturbances, like, came out. So okay, this Four of Wands looks a little barren, right? There's kind of like this desert, desert and a yurt or a teepee. I'm gonna go with yurt because yurts are cool. But these people are happy, right? Does it really take more than this if you have, you know, food and water and shelter and warmth and the people that you love around you? Do you actually need more? I think that there's something to that. There's a little bit of deception. There's something keeping you up at night because I'm hearing bit off more than you can chew. That's a really interesting message. You have a solid foundation though. You have everything you need around you, but I feel like this passion, this desire to like do something, to move in a different direction is being blocked by your fears. But really you have a solid foundation to move from. So I'm not sure what this is all about. It's like some of you maybe need to make some kind of move, but you're kind of stuck in a fearful place about it because you don't want to be taken back to nothing. Okay. But you won't be, because what you have and what's truly important to you will always be taken care of. Okay. Let's talk about this Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Holy smokes. Okay. All right. The High Priestess and the Devil on its side. All right. So I do read sideways cards. To me, they are a sleeping energy. The Devil on its side, that is not addressing some kind of toxic behavior. It's like you know it's there. You're aware of it. You just don't want to deal with it. This High Priestess is saying, hey, you know this is here. Like, you know, nobody needs to show you. You don't need to keep it a secret even. But this is actually blocking you, this energy. It's keeping you stuck in this powerless place. I mean, a Nine of Pentacles in the reverse is coming through as somebody who's blocked. It's like you're blocked by the tangible, blocked by what's the word? Blocked by your creature comforts. There's a sense of not wanting to give that up, but in reality, you're really not addressing something, some kind of toxic cycle that needs to be addressed. I feel like this is going back to self-respect, guys, in all honesty. It's like you don't want to create boundaries because you feel like you get so much from giving, and you do. But the but is you're not giving to yourself. So there's this sense that you could give better, you could give more, you could give in a more productive way. That's kind of what's coming through. You could give the best of yourself if you have the best to give. But in order to do that, you need to be complete, whole, balanced on the inside and not push the toxic behaviors to the side, not try to hide them, not try to mask them, not try to keep them a secret. There's a sense of instability here coming through because something isn't being addressed. Something is being kind of pushed to the side, just like it's almost like you're driving yourself into the ground. Like you're just going past what you have to give, and you keep finding more, but that's not sustainable, you guys. Let's talk about this Four of Cups. Holy moly. All right, the Four of Cups, the Prince of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups, and the Princess of Swords. Okay, that's a lot. Interesting that this Two of Cups was off to the side. I think that that's actually pretty important. All right, so the imagery here, I'm really being drawn to the imagery. There's this Prince of Pentacles walking right toward this Princess of Swords. This Princess of Swords, she has no business carrying a sword right here. She's gonna trip and fall on it. Like, just doesn't look good. She doesn't know what she's doing. This guy's walking right toward her though, and it's almost like fear of whatever is coming in, and she's just like reacting. Like it's almost this fight or flight mechanism coming through here. This reactivity coming through. Some new opportunity wants to come in. There's a focus on something else. I feel like that focus is a reactive thing. Let's see, can you see all that? I don't know. We'll put that there. So yeah, you're not seeing something that wants to come in for you because you're reacting, okay, because of the conditioning, because you feel like you always need to give. You're not seeing how there's an imbalance happening here. This particular Two of Cups, which came off to the side, which means to me it's not really being addressed. But look at this big, huge caduceus right here. That's healing. This is union. This is balance. This is, it could be a partner or something. This could be asking for help even, is kind of how it's coming through. This has two people, right? It's not just one person doing everything. This is balanced and it's very healing, but there's this sense of balance, connection, trust, equilibrium coming through right here. I think that somebody is trying to offer you help and you're not receiving it. You're turning your back to it actually. And maybe you don't see it as help, but I think that is really what's coming through. And I think that help and that surrender and that release will give you that self-respect that you need. You need to establish some kind of boundaries. You need to be wide open to receiving that help, right? This whole thing was about being wide open. And 42 breaks down to a 6, balance, equilibrium. Also 4 and a 2, right? That's 6. I can't make this stuff up. Okay, 4 of Pentacles. Thank you. The 2 of Pentacles and the 9 of Wands. Yeah, this guy's doing the impossible, okay? This 9 of Wands, super, super ultra guarded. He is in fight or flight response mode. Like, he is not, look at that guy. He looks super jacked up. This one in particular, he always just kills me. His veins are bulging. It looks like his eyes are about to pop out of his head. Like, he is amped up. And then we got this guy, this 2 of Pentacles. There's like this crazy choppy water behind him. Those ships are trying to come in and he's like dancing on a rock, trying to keep it in balance, trying to keep like a happy look on his face. Like, this energy doesn't feel good, okay? This is what needs to be released. You need to release this to bring some kind of balance into your world. Yeah, because we're clarifying the 4 of Pentacles, which talks about holding on to something. This is like saying you don't have to do it all. You don't have to do it all. That's what you've been conditioned to do. That's what you've been doing for a long time. That is a response to things around you, but there's a different way to do it, is kind of what I'm picking up on. Okay, let's talk about this 8 of Wands. The Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah. This Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles is a very balanced, nurturing, abundant energy, right? Very balanced. All right. Balance coming through again. Then we have the 10 of Cups and Death. And it's almost like you've turned your back on something that you love. I'm not sure what that is for you. There's this sense of like walking away from something emotionally fulfilling for you. Oh, self-love. Okay. Turning your back on self-love. So this Queen of Pentacles is telling you to take action to nurture yourself. Okay, yeah, that's interesting. Nurture yourself. Because right now, look, this Death card is walking away from this Ten of Pentacles. It's walking away. Here is happiness. Here is family. Here is, stability, comfort, all of those things. And this is walking away from that. Well, why would you do that? Look, that looks so happy. That does not. Yeah, it's like you're walking through the valley of death. Okay. But if you were to stay balanced, stay nurturing, stay abundant, then you're not going to die. Not like you're literally going to die, but it's like you're really overworking yourself. Let's talk about this Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups. Thank you. The Six of Swords and the Five of Cups. This is kind of a stagnant energy. And that Eight of Cups to me, the Eight of Cups upright talks about walking away from something. In the reverse, it's a blocked energy. So, this Six of Swords, look at that green mist. It always to me kind of like represents moving away from toxicity. But it's like you have your back turned to that movement right now. You're focused on something else. You're focused on problems is what I'm hearing. You're focused on problems. I feel like they're not even your problems. It's like you need to just kick those cups into the river and let them go away. And then you can move. And you can move on. You can pick up these two cups where there's balance and equilibrium and you can move on. There's this sense of needing to move away from something that is currently being blocked. Let's talk about this, what is that? The Page of Wands. The Page of Wands. Thank you. The Princess of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles. Clarifying the Page of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so the focus here is on the tangible, right? This is on the tangible. That Page of Wands is a blocked energy. That would be the things that you're passionate about, right? The things that you love. But you're not doing that because you're focused on the tangible and how you can get the most out of that. I do get this sense that there's some kind of new energy coming in or wanting to come in for you, but you're really not seeing it. Or you're not, okay, you see it. You're not trusting it. It's like you have an idea of something you could do in order to shift gears or bring balance or equilibrium into your life, but you're not really taking action on it because you're focusing on the tangible things that you already have. Yeah, I feel like there's this sense that there's instability if you move away from what you know is stable. The Ace of Swords talks about truth, clarity. This is a change in perspective. This is, the aha moment is really coming through. I want to see the Ten of Wands. Yeah, and then the Ten of Wands is under that. This is like kind of seeing what needs to be put down in order for you to move forward. I do feel this sense of, look, this guy, he can't receive anything. He can't be this wide open person ready to receive because he's holding on to too much. And he needs to ask for help. All right. Let's see. I'm going to grab you some advice. Advice for Capricorn, please. Interesting that the Ten of Wands was right there with the Devil. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah. Holding on to too much, not asking for help. That's your toxicity. Or it could be. Let's see. see. Advice for my dear Virgos. It's not a bad thing to ask for help, guys. And it's okay to say that you don't want to do something. Like, that's fine. Let's see. Advice for Virgo. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see if any others want to come out. Holy smokes. Okay. Alright. So, first we got the Six of Swords and the Two of Swords came flying out pretty much together. This is not needing to be stuck up in your head to make a blind decision to move forward. This is just moving forward. Then what do we got? Then we have, moving forward because it's not solely on you. It's not just one person's job to take care of everything. There is this sense to bring into balance justice, bring balance and clarity and truth. Self-respect is really coming through very strongly with that Justice card again. Because again, it's not just one person. This is one person. He can't build a whole castle by himself. That doesn't happen. There's this sense of moving away from the idea that it's all on one person to do something. That's not the case, guys. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. I'm super curious. Yeah, because that's going to cause a lot of chaos, conflict, inner turmoil for you, that Five of Wands, if you think that you have to do it all by yourself. You don't have to do it all by yourself, Virgo. I know you can. There's nothing there, but why? Why? Because then you're not going to have time to go take a nice warm bath and chill out if you're constantly doing everything by yourself. Okay. Fortune time. There is a true and sincere friendship between you both. See, because you don't have to do everything by yourself. All right. That was for somebody. That's what I got for you today, Virgo. I hope that this content resonates with you. Please like, share, subscribe if you want to get more of my tarot readings. I also do daily oracle messages. So that's what I got. Until next time, sending so much love and light. Bye.